VAR is killing the game and nobody knows what is going on anymore. Welcome back to Fog Football. Strong words for Paul McGinn. We'll also have words for Chris Sutton later on in this video. But what do we think of that statement for Paul McGinn? Well, you know what I think of that statement? I'm going to absolutely agree with him because I look at some of the decisions that's going on across Europe, across the world. When you look at the Motherwell one, Theo Bear, how is that disallowed for a handball? And then the shinny one isn't given. It's absolutely baffling. Then you look at Celtic Park, where the guy can't do anything about it. I can't remember whose hand it hit, but you know it's shot from point blank range, hits him in the hand, and they don't give it as a penalty. Or I just don't understand that. And that's me sticking up for Celtic, by the way. It's like, how can you disallow the Motherwell goal for Theo Bear hitting his hand, but as long as it hits his hand and it falls to one of his own players and not himself, then it's alright. Same reason why the goal for Dessers against Hearts a couple of weeks ago counted. I believe it was against Hearts. Because there was a handball in there, but it didn't actually result in the player whose hand it struck, putting it into the back of the net. It's so bad, man. It is killing the game. It is, for me it is. See, before VAR, man, there was never this sort of debate every weekend about refereeing decisions, because you could accept if a referee got it wrong, you can accept it. With VAR, you know, it's like no. The incredible thing is, see how long it actually takes them, right, to come up with some of these decisions. You've got to look at it and be like, right, if they're sitting in the VAR room, shouldn't they have like a rule book right beside them to look at if they don't have a clue what they're on about? I mean, they should. I actually do not grasp why they get it wrong with VAR. See, if they took forever and got the right decisions, I think you could half accept it. But there's some decisions that are so clear and obvious that sometimes they get wrong, and sometimes it takes them about 10 minutes to decide. It's an absolute mess, to say the least, man. And you've got to feel for teams, man. Every team in the league has been affected by this, right? You know, every team in the league has been affected by this, and I actually think it sums it up. That nobody knows what's going on with the rules. You remember a couple of weeks ago the Dundee Ross County incident where the guy's hand was so high, he said, but Loteri punched the ball for Ross County, then they scored. We were told then that because it doesn't score that goal in the end, it counts, but in this game, it's a different rule. And why is it being refereed different? I mean, Willie Collum refereeing it, you know, shafting Lennon Miller out of a goal. Tell you what, it's not the first shite decision that Willie Collum's made this season, and I can guarantee it won't be the last, man. And I mean, at least we've got an international break to deflect and take us away from this shite, because I almost think we need a breather. But what did Chris Sutton say? He said spot on. Football fans or paying customers inside the stadium are still kept in the dark over VAR decisions. Why can't football take a leaf out of rugby's book? So this is kind of like a different situation in total. Here, he's more on about like when the decision's being made, why we kept in the dark. And you know, if you've been to a game, right, since they've introduced VAR, right, you know that you're just sitting there and it just comes up on the screen and it says VAR checking decision. Then it'll be like possible red card, possible penalty, goal disallowed, etc., etc. There's no replays on the screen. And to me, I don't understand why you can't get like the feed streamed on to the screen, because I just don't get it. Honestly, it baffles me, man. It honestly baffles me how in 2024 you've implemented the VAR in, and but he was on about the game between West Ham and Aston Villa, which of course I believe West Ham had like what 2 or 3 decisions go against them with VAR, and it's like they're taking 6 minutes to decide. It's like, really? If something takes you 6 minutes to decide, I think clear and obvious goes out the window. You know, clear and obvious is knowing you can't leave your house and murder people. It doesn't take you 6 minutes to decide that. I mean, maybe that's a wild comparison, but VAR, man. And it's affected everything this season. It's affected every team in the league. It's affected teams in Europe. You look at Scotland against Spain when McTominay scored that free kick. An absolute disgrace, by the way. Robbed out a fantastic result away in España. But that's where we're going to leave this, guys. What do you think about VAR? I think it is killing the game. I think if they implemented it correctly, it would be good, but they can't. And it's not just this league. It's Europe. It's every league. It's shite. It's a fucking disgrace. Till next time. Peace.